Good afternoon, YouTube's man, always George Page, aka the Emperor of MMA Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, this fight's coming up in about a couple of months, and this is the fight where, in my mindset, I don't really want to see. This is the third fight between Amanda, the Lioness Queen Nunes, versus Juliana, the Venezuela Vixen Pena. And, I just personally, I just don't really feel like that. Now, this was announced by Aaron Stetter. He's a Canadian, a content maker and also a news reporter on MMA. And he posted this on, I think it was on Twitter, and he said, just spoke with UFC President Dana Wifebeater, I like to call him, that's his name, Wifebeater, who confirms that Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena 3 will headline UFC 289. Now, this UFC is going to be in Canada, in Vancouver. It's been a long time since the UFC has been in Canada. As you know, the last few years, the pandemic hit hard. Canada had very heavy restrictions to give into the country, so they weren't having a lot of events. Even, they did have some, they couple bodybuilding shows, but they had to put in restrictions for those shows. So these two are going in again for the third time. And personally, I don't really want to see this fight. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't. I mean, after the last performance, it wasn't as competitive, And, this is a fight that a lot of people were hoping to see. That's between Amanda Nunes versus Irene Aldana. Irene, she's pretty impressive. I mean, it's just someone new. I mean, not the same old. I mean, and Dana, a wife beater, that's what I call him. He supposed to be the head boss. He supposed to say, hey, I put this fights up, and that's it. I mean, there was talk about this fight between Aldana and Nunes, and somehow the Lioness Queen snuck away out of it, as she usually does. That's why I don't like Amanda Nunes. She's a good fighter, but she's not a great person. I don't like her. Either way, my man XA loves her. He wants to be her baby daddy, but XA, hope shout out to my man XA. Hope he's doing well. I need to call him later and see how he's doing. It's been a few days since we last talked, and he's on a good place. So people reach out to him, man XA 23. I mean, he is a great guy, and I know he's going through a lot. So I'm just going to talk about him, man. So and Juliana Pena, she really talked herself into this fight. I mean, she stepped up. She really, and that's why I just really liked it. She just really, it's like the old days where fighters just go out here and call out a fighter. I mean, and you don't see that too, especially in the women's division. They don't do it to women. Too many girls are polite. They just say, I just fight her and put it in front of me. But she stepped up and she talked. That's why I give respect to Juliana Pena. And this fight was a while back, was UFC 269. That was a long thing about back in 2021. And, these two, I think this was something that was eventually going to happen. Juliana said she's supposed to have been fought Amanda Nunes. She took some time off because she had a daughter. And then, she was like, didn't have that many fights. I think the last fight when she came back was when she faced against Nico Montana, who's no longer there. She's gone. But you know what? Juliana put on, she really went at Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes was throwing excuses where I was sick. I think, well, if you were sick, you should just skip the fight. And she really put a whooping on Nunes. I mean, and submitted her. I loved it. I loved it so much. I mean, I was picking on XA for it. I just love it. XA was just here. And she became the new bantamweight champion. I mean, and congratulations. She deserved it. She put in the work. And I got respect her on that. But then come around, this was after they both coached the Tough that season when they had, I think it was the flyweight and men's heavyweight. They should have had men's and women's bantamweight or started the animal division. I mean, flyweight's always stacked. Bantamweight needs some fresh blood and need to open up the animal division. Or 145, most definitely needs some new bodies because, Amanda Nunes holds that title and she hasn't defended it since, I think, Felicia Spencer. That's been almost 3 years, maybe 4. And, her, and they're going at it again. I mean, this time, Nunes comes as a challenger. And I felt like, Juliana, I thought most definitely would at least put up a good defense. Now, this fight went the distance. And you can see the look at Amanda Nunes' ass. She knows that what she's about to do is something vicious. I mean, she had busted up Juliana Pena. She had a big cut across her head. It was just a dominant fight. Juliana, she put up somewhat of a defense, but she got knocked out like 3 or 4 times through the whole fight. And the fight went the distance, but still, guess who got the title back? And now she's the double champ again. I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of her, And like I said, was the thing with us. We were wanting to see Nunes versus Adania. Gina Pena could have fought someone else. She could have fought Holly Holmes. She could have fought, um, you know, uh, Raquel Pennington. But was her. She was like a little kid. Like I want my third fight. I want the truthfully, you don't really deserve it. You need to move on. There's other opponents you want to face off against. And like I said, Irene, even though she did have some side here and there, she lost to Holly Holm and a couple other opponents, but she did knock out Caitlin Vieira, who was at one point climbing up. But she really fell off when she up against Raquel Pennington, and she fought Rocky about a few years ago when she first got into the UFC. And she lost to Raquel Pennington. I no longer call her Rocky because you don't deserve to call her Rocky because why I don't call her Rocky, but she's been on ever since her last whooping against Amanda Nunes. She's been on I think a 5-fight winning streak. That's pretty good. She beat I think she beat Caitlin Vieira, who was probably the next contender. And after her fight with Amanda Nunes, we don't want to see that second fight between Nunes and Raquel. We don't want to see that because she got whooped, and the girl wanted to quit, but her stupid corner pushed her into this fight. If the fighter want to quit, let them quit. She said she want to be done. Let her quit. This is shit. This is it's toxic shit in the MMA world. If a woman wants to quit. You just, let her quit. If anybody wants to quit, it is understood. It's spelled their mouthpiece. I don't want to go back. She could have just pushed it. She didn't have to let anybody push you. You don't want to fight, you don't fight. You quit. And, but Julian Pena, I don't know. I'm saying, I don't know. If she don't have a new game plan, anything different from the last time, I just don't see her beating Nunes again. I don't see it. And then you had Holly Holmes, who I just heard just got a 6-fight deal. What the hell? This woman is a crib keeper. She's getting old. She can't keep doing this. I think someone like Julianne Pena probably would have got a fight. Or, I don't know. What are they keeping her for? What's the hell for? I mean, she can fight. If she won't fight for 135, she wants to fight for 145. She was at one point was going to be the 145 champion until she got beat up by Jermaine Duran, who just had her kid, and it'd be a while for us to see her fight again. And what's going on here with dating wife beater? I mean, what does Amanda Nunes has over him? Where he was supposed to be here. He's supposed to be the boss. When you set up something, you're supposed to keep saying. You're supposed to be in stone. I think Damon might be the test tube daddy of Nina's baby. That Amanda, she's mothered by marriage, but not mothered by birth. So you got to remember, hey, you got to make a baby, you need a man. And maybe I don't know, maybe so many times that Amanda sent Nina onto that jet, something happened. I can't say. I'm just gonna say, and maybe that's the reason why him and his wife had an issue, because it might be the fact that she found out that you're the baby daddy. That's why he slapped her at the club. Actually, she slapped him, and he slapped her back. Hey man, that's why I call him Data Wife Beater. I don't call him Data White anymore. His name is Data Wife Beater. I don't know how he can get away with it where other especially black athletes or any black celebrity who has been in a situation of domestic violence, they get a black eye. This man still has his job. But like I said, it's just how there's a double standard. He's cool when you do it, not cool when I do it. But like I said, I'm tired of Amanda Nunes lying ass. I think she's on her way out. She's really ready to get out. We're not gonna get the fight between her and Cyborg unless she goes to Bellator, which she's not gonna do that. Cyborg's about her weight out too at Bellator, and I don't know what she's gonna do. She just opened a new gym, whatever else. Like I said, I'm not a fan. I know my man X said he wants to be the baby daddy. He loves Amanda Nunes. He wants to kiss her feet, drink her bath water, but I don't care nothing about no Amanda Nunes. I can't stand her. So the fight's gonna be main event on UFC 289, and like I said, Amanda Nunes. She main event quite often, more than Valentina. Valentina hasn't even main event yet. And, it's not fair. But like I said, I think with Valentina's style, I think it's not as exciting as some people say compared to Nunes. She goes in and she puts on a clinic every now and then. But not the last time we were an opinion beater. So, it's going to be, they're going to make a return to Vancouver. Like I said, they haven't been Canada for a long time because of, What's going on with the pandemic hit, and still they had restrictions. Now the restrictions are lifted, and it's easy to get in Canada now. Vancouver's going to have a show coming up next weekend, and it's the Vancouver Island Showdown, and I'm going to talk about that show coming up this next week. We're gonna have predictions and stuff like that. It's the same thing. But anyway, the show is going to be July 10th. That's Saturday. Tickets on sale. I think tickets are sale for April 21st. So if you are somebody who has a time, on June. June is about time for after summer break starts and kids get out of school, and you can come some vacation time and go out and go over to Canada, enjoy yourself, have a good time. But like I said again, I truly don't want to see this fight. I honestly don't want to see it. I feel like I know what the outcome is going to be. Maybe Julianne Pena can pull out a miracle. She's a good wrestler, but Amanda Nunes is a better BJJ expert compared to her. And plus, she's a harder hitter. But, Julianne could take some hits. If she can probably, I don't know, do a Rocky Balboa, drop her head and let him hit the forehead, maybe, but obviously we still know that Amanda Nunes does have some issues with cardio. She got a little better the last couple of times, especially this fight when we went the distance. But if, Julianne Pena can survive and maybe, I don't know, get a submission, that's the only way I think actually she can beat Amanda Nunes. Not with her stand-up, but maybe get her a rear naked choke or a guillotine or something like that. Kimura, anything to, get rid of that bow-jingling lion-ass queen. But anyway, like I said, I know I don't like her, and neither did my man, the coach. Shout out to my man, the coach. I know Execution 2023, I know he wanted to drink her bath water. Shout out to my girl, Tay Brown, the queen of MMA. She talked about this. My man, Colin Bricker 99. Also, my man, BJ over at No Filter, and all the other people who are fans of mixed martial arts for women. But like I said, this is a fight I don't want to see. I honestly don't want to see. I don't want to see it. It's just no. Anyways, man, I'm always George Page, aka the Emperor of MMA Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.